Hi and welcome to this video. This video is about Elon Musk and Twitter and what it will bring. And to me, it is not only the question what will happen with Elon Musk and Twitter, but what will happen generally with those powerful white men that hold all the media, or a majority of media, like Bezos, like Murdoch, in a way also Zuckerberg. So what will happen with those that hold too much power, where people are informed? And I would think that with Pluto going into Aquarius, this will also revolutionize the internet, because Pluto will certainly also show the dark side of the internet. And in my cards, this connection has the energy of innocence, Chiron, Bina, Saturn, and Yule. And this is fascinating because it shows that, in a way, what happened with Elon Musk, or what will happen with him, will actually bring Twitter into something better in the end, something new. But it will be a very bumpy road. And I also pulled some cards, what will be the result? And I pulled 200, Mercury, Mars, and purifying garden. So I think that in the end this whole process will be a purification, but there will be a lot of rage, there will be a lot of fighting. This will not end well. I don't think that he will enjoy owning Twitter, and my personal prophecy is that he will leave it. He won't hold Twitter. I think he will sell it again. This is not going the way he wants it to go. And it is interesting because Elon Musk has Uranus squaring his Sun and also Mercury, but he has also a strong Pluto, with Pluto squaring Venus. And in the chart where he announced that he's now owning Twitter, it was on April 25, and it was with the Sun squaring Pluto. And interestingly, it was also with Jupiter, Neptune and Venus in Pisces in the 8th house. So the 7th house is where we marry, and the 8th house is where we share our property, where we share our bed, and where we share our money. So this is fascinating that there is a stellium of planets in the 8th house on this day. And it is interesting that it has this Piscean energy, and this energy of, on one hand, I give into this marriage, that it will be a wide horizon, it will be Jupiter, Neptune, Venus in Pisces, it will be endless communication, endless opportunities to come together. But there is also the Moon conjunct Mars in Pisces, and there is, as I said, the Sun squaring Pluto, and it is the Sun conjunct Uranus. So it is disrupting a certain stability, and it is also about power games. So I would say it is more about, the sky should be endless, but I define how the sky looks like. And this to me is also a little bit in his chart, because I don't have his birth time, but he has the Sun squaring Pluto, he has Venus squaring Pluto, he has the Sun squaring Uranus and Mercury. So he is a lot into power plays, and he is a lot into, he has a Cancer Sun and Mercury, so he is in a way very two-faced. On one hand, he is very traditional and also maybe very sentimental and sensitive, but on the other hand, he wants to disrupt things, and he wants to manipulate things, and he wants to control, a lot of control. And then there is also Chiron on the other hand squaring the Sun, and Chiron in Aries is about, I don't know who I am, this is my wound, this is the wound I cannot get rid of, this is the wound I have to work through. So I would say his over ego has to do with the wounding of Chiron, has to do with, I don't know who I am, and I'm so sensitive, so I have to overact, and I have to over control, and I have to over prove who or that I am. Everything is my stage, and I cannot allow others on this stage. in Aries because I'm threatened with that. And I mean, he has also Ceres with Venus squaring Pluto. So I feel like he had a lot of losses in his life in relationships. And the theme of losses in relationships will continue. So I wouldn't say that he is this winner that he shows to everyone. He is actually a very wounded winner. And his overdoing his ego is one side of the coin of someone who is somehow quite hurt and in a way very sensitive and very protective. I mean, I find it interesting. On one hand, he always says that that is a Uranian theme. I want this world to be a better place and I want to improve the world. And on the other hand, he says strange things like, I have to have lots of children because I don't want to be extinguished. And I think, what does he mean by that? I mean, we are already too many humans on this planet. So is it about his tribe or is it about white people? What is it about? It cannot be about humanity because, I mean, we might need birth control as humanity. We are way too many people on this planet and this is a huge problem. So to me, I find that very strange what he said. And as I said, there are two sides to him. And on one hand, he is very traditional and also very a family person. And on the other hand, he's always trying to change social relationships, to bring change, to bring new ideas and to control everything. So it is about the tribe, or maybe in his head he wants to improve the world, but he decides what is improvement. He decides what is good to people. It is not in his mind that it is a process of interacting. It is he decides it because he is such a genius. But what I said before, this behavior or this persona is not what is the whole thing to the story. Underneath, to me, I would say he is a very insecure person. Because, I mean, also with Moon, Neptune, Jupiter on one hand, he sometimes really overdoes things and he can be emotionally deceptive, but he can also be decepted by others. So others can also fool him. He fools others, but also others fool him emotionally. So he's definitely a very complex person. But I think he's not this kind of strong personality that he presents himself to be. And Twitter, on the other hand, I find it interesting that Twitter has Mars at the ascendant, Mercury and Uranus in Pisces in a square and opposing the Moon and also Pluto in Sagittarius. So it is all about communication, it is all about opinion, but with Mercury Uranus in Pisces, is it real? Is it truth? Because we have a T-square, so it is constantly bombarding each other. There is a constant bombardment of opinions, of truths that in the next moment aren't true at all, or that in the next moment are seen as what they really are. It is about illusions, illusion, delusion, attacking. So I feel like this is in the field of Twitter, this kind of, the nourishment or the excitement comes through half-truth, through fast Mercury, Uranus in Pisces. Everything is very fast, and it is the essence of Twitter that it's not about the whole truth, but it is about half-truths that are thrown around, and that makes it very alive but also very exhausting in a way. And the tension and the trolls, Mercury opposing Jupiter and Pluto, it is about control. It is about controlling a narrative. And again, this is a theme of Elon Musk. It is not about these open skies. It is about controlling what is open and what's not. We don't have the birth time of Elon Musk, so we can't go into the houses. But what we do know is that in the composite chart of Elon Musk and Twitter, Pluto will square next year the Moon in Libra, and this will bring a lot of power struggles, and this will bring a lot of anger with people and a lot of confrontation with people. But I already said, it is Neptune Sun Twitter, purification, and with Chiron and with Mars, there is a lot of power struggles will be going on, because in the next years, Pluto will also square the Sun and Mercury in Taurus, that is in the composite chart of Elon Musk and Twitter. So my personal prophecy is that Elon Musk will not stay. And if I look at my cards, I would say they will part in the next years. I don't think that this combination will stay, but maybe if we look at it from a higher perspective, maybe Elon Musk was needed and is a preparation for change that has to come, the preparation that maybe Twitter has to go through a catharsis, and that this catharsis will bring maybe more innocence, a new way of Twitter, that maybe it will still be this place where there will be half-truth thrown around, but something has to be different, something blew up out of proportion, and maybe it is good when it will be shrinked again. And I think that there will be a lot of changes with Pluto going into Aquarius, with the whole internet and with the whole structure, and I think Pluto in Aquarius will also shine a light on all these abuses of power that is happening with the internet, all those hidden agendas that are there and all those manipulations that are there. And I think that, and I hope that there will be new regulations and there will be something different, but Pluto will bring a huge transformation with the internet, and also a lot of truth that will come up also about all those big players in the internet sphere. I think this is a prediction one could make. So I hope this was helpful or entertaining for you. Till next time, namaste.